One Man's Family, winner of 46 national awards, a Carlton E. Morse creation. One Man's Family, now in its 26th year, is dedicated to the mothers and fathers of the younger generation and to their bewildering offspring. In 60 seconds, we'll hear Chapter 25, Book 129 of the Barbour family saga. But first, hear this.
That how you feel, blue and miserable with a deep-down cold? Listen.
Every second someone takes it for the miseries of a cold. Millions more take bromoquinine. Every second someone takes it for the miseries of a cold. Bromoquinine.
More people have taken more bromoquinine cold tablets for more complete relief than any other cold tablet ever sold. You could use aspirin or cough syrups or nose drops all day and not... Quinine works to relieve stopped-up nose, body aches, fever, irregularity, the blues, and headache, too. Yes, more complete relief for even virus colds. For bromoquinine is the only cold tablet sold with wonder-working quinine and 5 other medicines health-fortified with vitamin C. Remember...
Every second someone takes it for the miseries of a cold. Millions more take bromoquinine.
Get bromoquinine brand cold tablets.
You'll wonder where the yellow went.
Special sale, save 27 cents on 2 giant tubes of Pepsodent. Today, Consider Martin calls on Father Barbour. With his new Christmas tape recorder on the table beside him and microphone in hand, Father Barbour is dictating, amid interruptions, a message to his son Clifford in Hoyk, Scotland.
Your tape of January delighted us all, Clifford. There is no more up-to-the-minute method of corresponding. Now then, you ask about Consider Martin's illness. He is somewhat better, I understand, although I have not been to see him. There are too many subjects on which we do not see eye to eye.
Father, has the transfer company called?
Hazel, I'm dictating a tape to Clifford.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been over at the new house. The moving company was to call me.
No word here.
Well, I'll be up in the apartment packing books. Give Cliff my love. I'll write a long letter when we get settled.
Yeah.
And you might tell him with 8 bedrooms, we can put him up any time he and Mary decide to pay us a visit.
I haven't yet described your new house to him. I thought I'd wait until you moved and see if you stayed. Here, then where was I? Oh, yes. Consider Martin is, of course, confined at Jones now that he is out of the clinic. It's more than a month since New Year's Eve, but he has not yet regained his strength. Each year he celebrates more enthusiastically or grows less resilient, I don't know which. Hank is giving him massive shots of B1, I believe, in an effort to build him up so that he can tear himself down again. Oh, yes. Hank and Greta are much together. Hank's colonel at Letterman Hospital was transferred to Germany and has turned over his apartment to Greta and her grandmother. It's only a few blocks from here, which is much more convenient for them both. Yes, I'll get it. Henry Barbour speaking. Oh. No. Oh, indeed. No, I see. Well, I'll let you know. Goodbye.
Not the transfer company?
That was Zeppelin. Mr. Consider Martin dressed, went down the back way, and has disappeared in this direction. Zeppelin says he's too weak to be out and to send him back home if he turns up here.
I don't see him on the street, but I'll watch for him.
Yes. Where was I? Oh. You asked in your last letter, Clifford, why I have not mentioned Pinky. And to tell the truth, it's almost more than I can bear to look at the boy and realize that he went through $1 million less taxes inside a single year. He is now engaged in some ridiculous effort to import Ming vases and hand-carved furniture, which apparently he thinks he can somehow spirit out of communist China. He is working for a Chinese-American export company, consorting on one hand with friendly Orientals and dodging others who seem to be his enemies. Keeping, meanwhile, a tightly buttoned lip so that nobody quite knows what he's doing.
Father?
Yes?
Don't forget, Cliff said we never mention Penelope anymore. Father?
Yes, I know. They throw off my whole train of thought. Penelope is living here with us while her parents are in Burma for a time. Who? Henry Barbour speaking. One moment. Hazel?
For me?
Transfer company.
Thank you. There's someone in a huge overcoat sitting on the curb near Jack's house. Look and see if it's CZ. Hello? Yes, we expect you tomorrow. Good. 9 o'clock. Thank you.
There's nobody out there now. What's this, tomorrow? You'll be out of here tomorrow?
Afraid so, Father.
I didn't realize it would be so soon.
Well, we'll only be 13 doors away. We've been closer than most families and stayed together longer.
Oh, what was that?
I didn't hear anything.
Sounded like a thump on the front porch. I'll investigate. Get along now. I've been trying to write to Clifford since lunchtime. I've had nothing but interruptions. Here, go along. I'll take care of it.
We'll return in just a moment to One Man's Family.
This is Madeleine Carroll. Every woman deserves the luxury of smooth, soft hands. But if you're a woman who just can't keep your hands out of water, what then? Use today's Trouchet, now with silicone. New Trouchet beauty treats your hands as it helps nature heal them. Trouchet protects your hands from water, even while your hands are in water. You'll like today's Trouchet.
If you're concerned about Asian flu, take these simple precautions. Get plenty of rest, eat proper meals, and avoid irregularities. If you detect flu symptoms, stay in bed and consult your doctor. And when you are irregular and need a laxative, take X-Lax. X-Lax helps you toward your normal regularity gently overnight. Gets along with cold medication, too. Pleasant-tasting chocolated X-Lax, America's #1 laxative. When Father Barbour opens the front door, he finds a frail old gentleman in a tweed greatcoat, tam o' shanter, and knitted gloves sitting on the top step, leaning his chin heavily on a gold-headed cane.
Oh.
It's Fanny Barbour's collateral cousin, that celebrated 80-year-old playboy from Rockland, Maine.
Mr. Martin. Hazel, come here, please. Hazel? Can't you get up, Mr. Martin? No.
Well, hello there. My word, he's bundled up.
Give me your hand, sir.
Let me take the other one.
Yep. Doesn't weigh much more than a little robin.
Come on in.
Lean on my arm, Mr. Martin. There's a fire in the fireplace.
I'll close the door. Well, this is the first time you've been out since your illness, isn't it?
Yep. Good. Let him sit in my chair. Take his coat off first.
Turn around. Does Hank know you're out in this weather?
Be all right in a minute.
Here, let me have the tam o' shanter.
Clifford's factory.
Oh, really?
Cook, too.
Father, do you realize that? These clothes came from Hoyk, Scotland.
Gift from Clifford. Oh, we visited. Pinky has one, too. Don't know what became of it. You better sit down. Here, and let me help. Oh.
May I get you something? Tea or something?
Have any brandy?
No, I'm afraid we haven't.
Sherry? Dry, penny sherry?
No, I'm afraid we haven't a thing. Goodness, you've come out too soon.
Here, let me build up the fire.
Did Jones see you leave?
Young man.
Pardon?
Out with young man. Bruce.
Oh, uh-huh.
Bruce Conrad. I like him. Gay. Spirit in him. He's alive. There. That'll warm it up for you, Mr. Martin. Oh, thank you, Henry. Came out for a breath of air. Ran into Emily Stewart. Yes, that takes time.
Father, I'd better call Zeppelin and tell her where he
Emily
is.
told me something I find incredible. She said a foreign-looking car stood out here yesterday with a man, a Chinese with gold tassels on his boots, came here to the door. Can that be true? Yes, to see Pinky. Named Lung Wan from Ling Ling.
Why, yes.
Oh, no. Pinky. The man is a communist Chinese. Oh. We encountered him in Paris. Utterly untrustworthy. Pinky refused to see him. Oh, I wish that were true. According to Emily Stewart, a foreign car waited at the bus stop this morning. Pinky rode away in it. Where is Pinky? Get out your station wagon, Henry. I want you to take me to Pinky right away. I think we'd better get in touch with Hank just to see if he approves.
I agree with you, Father.
No time for that. This is urgent. Take me in your car, Henry, or I'll call a cab.
more of the Barbours in just a moment. Attention, all you good cooks. Be sure to try the juicy meatloaf recipe printed on packages of Quaker Oats and Mother's Oats, the same fine oatmeal. You'll discover that Quaker Oats adds extra juiciness to meatloaf and hamburgers, as well as wonderful nourishment at breakfast. Treat your family to Quaker Oats often, as a delicious hot cereal and in tasty recipes. Look today for the juicy meatloaf recipe on your package of Quaker Oats or Mother's Oats.
You'll wonder where the yellow went.
Special sale. Save 27 cents on 2 giant tubes of Pepsodent.
It's an hour later. Father Barbour returns to the library, picks up the tape recorder to put it away, and then decides to add a final paragraph.
As you know, Clifford, I've had nothing but trouble with my big baby blue station wagon since the day I got it. An hour ago, Consider Martin was here, asking for urgent reasons, I'll tell you later, to be taken to Pinky at the Bleak Import Company where Pinky seems to be working. We got into the car, started to back up. There was a shattering sound, and the wheels refused to budge. Mr. Martin and Hazel rode away finally in a cab. And so it goes. If I could find that big black sedan I drove for 14 years, I'd buy it back. Well, enjoyed corresponding with you in this fashion, and we'll tell you more in my next.
One Man's Family, which comes to you Monday through Friday, is written by Harlan Ware and directed by Carlton E. Morse. This program has been selected to be heard by our armed forces overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. In Chapter 26, Book 129, Wet Matches in a Cave. Frank Barton speaking. One Man's Family, winner of 46 national awards, now in its 26th year, is a Carlton E. Morse production and comes to you from California. Madeline Carroll stars next in the affairs of Dr. Gentry, as our 2 hours of drama in the afternoon continues over most of these stations.